Hey, what's happening, gamers? K-Wing here. April Fool's has come and gone, and apparently I dropped the ball on this story. My apologies. Turns out Joss Whedon, the Avengers and Buffy the Vampire Slayer guy, has actually approached DC and Warner Brothers to direct, produce, and write the first ever Batgirl movie, starring Barbara Gordon. I'm still reeling from this because, well, it's real. More details will drop eventually, though some stuff has surfaced which I'm a bit mixed on. Apparently, Mr. Whedon was a big fan of Batgirl's New 52 run by Gal Simone, and then later the Burnside series before DC's rebirth. So that's the type of Babs that will be joining Batman and Nightwing in the world of the DC Cinematic Universe. So we're probably going to see a younger version of Babs Gordon, like late teens, early 20s, things like that. Unsure if Whedon will actually tackle the Killing Joke for a flashback scene, which would invite Ben and Jared for a quick cameo. But if they do one, I would say it needs to be tastefully done. And if the gal needs some comforting after her recovery, it would be sweet to see a Nightwing cameo visit her in the hospital, which would introduce the character well before his own movie that's, quote, in development. Now, while you all know how I feel about the New 52, I'm not shy about my hatred. One thing that I couldn't stand about that series is how they nearly removed her disability from the world of comics, and also made it Barbara Gordon's overall weakness, even going as far to have Babs terrified about fighting crime for a while, dealing with post-traumatic stress issues because of Joker's attack, which may or may not have happened in the New 52. Whereas in pre-Flashpoint, Babs used what others thought as a weakness as a greater strength. She became the Oracle, leader of the Birds of Prey, and criminals couldn't escape computerness. Whatever. So it would be nice to see some flashback or reference to her time as Oracle, but being that this is, well, the Snyderverse, who knows? What I'm guessing what we'll probably see is more in the lines of showing her get shot, then a year later getting a magic microchip implanted in her spine. Presto changeo, she's healed and back on the streets, punching crime in the face, which will probably most likely happen. So expect to see a film more on Burnside than team-ups with the Bat family. Though based on how well he put together the Avengers movies, a Birds of Prey movie could actually work from this director too down the line. Still, I think now is a great time for a Batgirl film, especially with Wonder Woman releasing this summer. Babs is another kick-butt DC female that deserves, no, I demand she gets her own movie. Since her inception, the character has developed more outside of Batman's shadow the past 30 years than even his protege. Whedon is an excellent choice to direct because he gets female characters on screen. Well, everyone that's not named Black Widow. Let me rephrase that. Whedon gets female solo protagonists and makes them household names. Look at what he did for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There you go. I really like that he's using Babs because her father is already a big role in the DC Cinematic Universe. Originally, though, that wasn't the case. Zack Snyder planned on killing more of Batman's allies to make for a grimmer, more murdery Batman. Casualties included Dick Grayson, Jim Gordon, and even Alfred at one point, which would have made for an even more murdery Batman that we saw in BVS. But once work on Justice League began, the ideas were scrapped, and JJ from the Marvel Universe was approached as Commissioner Gordon, which is awesome. And of course, a Nightwing film is now in development starring Dick Grayson, which in development can mean anything these days, to be honest. So adding Batgirl to the mix along with Gotham City Sirens is a great time to be a DC fan. Again, apologies for not reporting on this. I've been wicked busy, and I really thought this was a joke and didn't want to get my hopes up, you know? While Warner Brothers hasn't officially announced the Batgirl movie directed by Whedon, the director has expressed interest and is currently writing the script and getting things in motion. Maybe at Comic-Con we'll hear more about it. Now I want to hear from all of you. How do you feel about a potential Batgirl film based on the New 52 directed by Mr. Avengers himself? Are you excited or not? Let me know in the comments section below. To be honest, I would have really loved to see an Arkham adaptation of Batgirl or Barbara Gordon's character, but I don't think that's going to happen because of, well, BVS. So expect more sci-fi-ness, dark overtones, and probably a teenage Batgirl, which I really hope not, because this was supposed to be a Batman that's been around for 20 years. He's had a lot of allies, so it makes sense to have an older Batgirl and an older Nightwing. But whatever. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And until we meet again, Gothamites, God bless and happy gaming. This has been your Bat News.